Hi everyone, Carter Chris and I are here for the Florida Squeeze. One of the coolest things I think that we've had happen in college basketball in the state in a long time, and something I've actually advocated for about 40 years when I said we should do something called the Florida Four and just have four teams from Florida play off in the same arena on the same day to kick off the tip off a season, is now finally happening. November 2nd in Tampa, the day before the election, ironically enough, of course, the midterm election and our gubernatorial election here in the state of Florida. Florida, the University of Florida, my alma mater, preseason, probably going to be preseason number one. They're going to play off, they're going to tip off against a very good Miami team that did make the NCAA tournament last year. And with some of their new additions, especially a Caden Lewis, a guy I love transferring in from Villanova, Philly kid, could push to win the ACC title. So right off the bat, what a game. Florida and Miami in Tampa. As I said, Florida, SEC favorite. They might be preseason number one. Miami will be a preseason top 25 team, and a team I think could push Duke and Virginia in the ACC, as much as they did last season. Right, they finished third in the ACC last season. Even more interesting is that for the first time in I want to say now 34 years, 33 years, Florida A&M and Florida State will play. So I was in college at UF when they last played a game. And for those of you who don't know the history, that game ended in a melee and it had to be abandoned. The two schools that are basically 2 miles apart in Tallahassee. They have not played since. Now, they did play an exhibition game last year, which was the beginning, which was a good sign. Charlie Ward, the former Heisman Trophy winning quarterback for Florida State, the former point guard for some very good Florida State teams in the early 90s, is now the head coach at Florida A&M. Also, unfortunately for us in Florida, particularly people like me from South Florida, he was the point guard for those New York Knicks teams that kept beating the Heat in the playoffs in the late 90s. But that game is going to take place also in Tampa the same day. That will be, I believe, the first game. And then, of course, the headliner is Florida and Miami. But what a cool thing. This is long overdue. And this puts college basketball in its proper showcase in the state of Florida. And it's great to have FAMU and Miami and Florida are two national powers. Florida, an elite blue blood program, and but it's great to have Florida State and Florida A&M finally playing again. Sadly, it's not in Tallahassee, but at least they're going to play.